U.S. Space Command officials say they're still on track to bring the full combatant command to Redstone Arsenal by 2032 as part of a gradual transition, bringing a few hundred employees to Huntsville every year until the final headquarters is finished. But until then, Space Command staff are working alongside other agencies on 2 different sites. I got the chance to see some of that development and asked General Stephen Whiting directly about the construction progress for Space Command's permanent home. U.S. Space Command is currently working on new facilities while it makes the transition from Colorado Springs to Huntsville. By the end of 2028, they plan to have up to half of the workforce housed in the Rocket City. They expect to finish the full transition, some 1,800 employees, by 2032. But to meet those requirements, Space Command is currently working out of 3 buildings on Redstone Arsenal until they can start building their new headquarters. You're seeing behind me new construction on the future home of Space Command and the support buildings that go alongside it. General Stephen Whiting with Space Command says it's going to be huge for Huntsville and the military at large.
The opportunity for U.S. Space Command is that we get a purpose-built command and control headquarters out of this. We did not have that in Colorado. U.S. Space Command, whose history really goes back to 1985 when it was first stood up, has never had this. So to get this facility is going to be an incredible accelerant to our mission.
General Whiting says the new octagonal-shaped headquarters will allow all the military branches, several different government agencies, and even international liaisons to work under the same roof.
When we can all be in that purpose-built facility that's optimal for our requirements to execute our mission, with a purpose-built joint operations center, with space for our international allies, boy, that's going to just maximize our effectiveness, and we're excited about that future.
But first, Space Command has to award the construction contract, an announcement officials hope to make by this time next year.
We will soon be making an announcement about an important contract that we will be awarding, so that we have a construction firm coming on to help us with our requirements, and then we will soon be putting out another contract request for proposal to actually go get the firm that's going to build that building right across the street.
But Space Command officials on Redstone Arsenal are already saying the Army base has a lot of potential for better facilities, room for growth, and ongoing relationships with multiple different agencies. And according to Colonel Raymond Rusko with Space Command, it won't be an easy task to transition nearly 2,000 employees to all new facilities across the country, but they maintain that their transition to the Rocket City is still on time.